Greetings, Elder Black Light. See the sister on the screen. I love this sister. She's a seer, but she's not a general. See, I'm gonna show you the difference between the makeup of a black woman than the makeup of a true black man. See, she sees what's going to happen. I see the same thing. She's suggesting that the reason why police is leaving or quitting the force is because they're going to have robocops in. But her advice is to leave the cities. See, Allah don't run. God don't run. A robot cannot outthink a man. A robot cannot defeat Allah. And she's a nurturer. And man, Allah, God, one of his attributes is he's a destroyer. Let's check out her, what she's talking about, quickly.
They don't want to, they're not going to be part of the mandate. They're not going to, my body, my choice kind of situation. And a lot of you have been asking me, what do I really think is going on? Beloved, I think nothing right now is by design. I think it's so important that we recognize that the world is a stage, and everything that we're looking at, there's a puppet master somewhere who is pulling the strings. I mean, they said that in Washington, D.C. alone, it was going to take hundreds of millions of dollars to restaff and retrain, the police that were leaving. We've been seeing massive numbers of police saying they're not having it, they're not gonna do it. Same thing happening with the military. I was just told that the military in Canada has actually been told that they will have to get down with the mandate if they want to change. But what is really going on, beloveds? This is something that has been, they knew this was coming, because why would we? Why would the divided states be entering the darkest winter at the exact same time? They're allowing so many of their police officers who are not down with the New World Order agenda to resign. What's really going on? It takes critical thinking, beloveds. And this tells me, I know this is going to sound really far-fetched, but I really do believe that we are going to start seeing robocops. Yep. I really believe that that's where AI is taking us. And we are in such a race. The New World Order agenda, it's almost like I did a show on this before where I talked about how they are literally running out of time, beloveds.
Now, she goes on to say we should leave the cities. But let us hear on Supreme Lesson the first order of things. We got our marching orders from Master Farad Muhammad. Let's hear what he says.
Supreme Wisdom Lessons by Master Farad Muhammad to his servant, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, for the lost found nation of Islam in North America. To the Muslims of Number 1 Michigan, the following is the original rules of instruction to the laborers of Islam, and the title of Muslim given by our Savior before his departure, with a footnote of a few words of explanation to lay pressure upon their minds of their many errors in the past and present, that they may see the light and walk therein. I thank you, Elijah Muhammad. Instructions given to the laborers by our Savior, W.D. Farad Muhammad. 1. The student must study his assignment, lesson number 1. Each student should copy the answers of lesson of Minister Elijah Muhammad and study until the student is able to memorize by heart all answers to of said lesson number 1. Note: here, lesson number 1 is said to be the student's assignment first. Lesson number 1 lays the base of our work today and gives the student a clear knowledge of himself and his heavenly home, the best part of the earth, and who was the enemy to him and his nation, and why the enemy and righteous could not live together, and why was the righteous able to cast out his enemy. This teaches the student what he must do with the enemy of the righteous today. The righteous nation is now living in every part of the planet Earth. Therefore, the enemy must now be removed in every part of the planet Earth.
Washington, D.C. is situated on the east coast of the USA, along the banks of the Potomac River. The city has an area of just under 70 square miles, but it sure packs a lot in. Washington was founded as the nation's capital in 1791. As soon as you land here, you get a sense of the power and history this metropolis represents.
Now this is what most people are scared of. This represents authority. But the District of Columbia, that's all what America is, a district in Columbia, Washington, D.C. That's America. That's the United States. It's a concept in the founders' Caucasian's mind. But the White House sits inside of Allah's universe, the home of the Asiatic black man, the original Asiatic black man. So now we see the artificial man using robots trying to beat up on Allah. And their arms are way too short to box with Allah. See, you got to be brave to see that the Caucasoid will only go from the cave, to the grave. Let me say that one more time. You got to be brave to see that the Caucasoid will only go from the cave to the grave. He has a short lifespan. He can't outlast Allah. See, the black woman always seeks safety first. But warriors, you know, they don't run. Especially if you of the gene of Allah. This is to be continued. Like I said in the beginning, my mission is to show you that the white man has no authority over you, the original Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. Y'all waiting on the mothership to come. But Master Farad told you that your enemy must be removed from every part of the planet Earth. He didn't tell you to run to every part of the planet Earth. Got your marching orders. Now let's roll.